Good afternoon, guests and fellow Rotarians. Welcome to the Rotary Club of Gainesville, meeting at the Cade Garage. Remember to silence your cell phone at this time, and if you're joining us via YouTube, please register your participation by sending an email to info@rotarygainesville.org. Also, there was a lot of congestion at the door coming in to register. If you did not sign in before the meeting, please do so at some point before we leave. And now, please welcome to the podium Brendan Shortley for our song and pledge.
Thank you for that unsolicited applause. And also, I must warn you in advance, I was asked to do this about 1 minute after I walked in the door. So please be forgiving. And also, to take advantage of this, I'm going to invite my good friend Lori Vidal to help and sing with me. Okay, give me a no, Gordon. And God bless America, everybody, by the way. God bless America, the land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains, through the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. All right. Thank you. Please tip your waitress. We'll be here all week. Is this thing on? Okay. All right, now for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now that was a dynamic duo. I'm keeping that in mind for future meetings. Thank you, Brendan. Brendan was the first to volunteer to sing, so I appreciate that so much. Anyway, bringing back to the podium Lori Vidal with our invocation.
Thank you. Let's join our hearts as we pray. In the words of the ancient prophet, these words ring true for a day like today. He has shown us, O mortals, what is good. And what does the Lord require of us but to act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly before our God? On this special day, with a focus on integrity in business, the prophet's words ring true throughout the ages. Help us, each one, to reaffirm in our hearts the attributes of goodness, justice, mercy, and humility as we seek to strive to embrace truth and fairness, goodwill, and beneficence to all. High standards, lofty goals, and around these principles we gather to create better friendships. I pray in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Lori. You may be seated. But if you are a guest or visiting Rotarian, please remain standing for introductions. We'll have a microphone coming around for the introductions. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you. Connie and Bob Crane, we're from Iowa. We show up every year about this time for 3 months. Iowa's alive and well, but very, very cold. Yesterday was high of 12 above. Wind chill is about 30 below. 21 inches of snow. So that's greetings from Iowa. Nice to be here. Thank you.
Everybody, you may recognize this lady in the corner back when we were over at the hotel for many years, the Paramount. She was one of our head ladies who kept us straight with food and everything else and served us well and basically made us feel very welcome. And so she's back, and we're hoping to keep her back more. Sarah Kunkler.
Hi, everybody. It's nice to see you all. My name is Sarah Kunkler. I am no longer in hospitality. I've actually started my own company in digital marketing, SK Digital Strategies. My focus right now is helping small local businesses with their social media and website presences.
And she has cards. I have one if you want one.
I'm John Gregory, and I have a guest here today. His name is Jake Thompson. He's in charge of Axis Workout Center.
Up and iron.
Hi there, I'm JC Derrick with Main Street Daily News. Thanks for having me. I'm with Melanie Shore.
Gotta dance through here today. Good afternoon, Rotarians. I have with me 3 guests today. In fact, the 3 former club members. We have Dana Nemedy, who also was a president of our club at one time. We have Janet Owens, who was also a former president of this club. And then we have Ed Newmans, who is nominated for Newmans Heating and Air for the Ethics Award this afternoon. So please welcome them, and let's hope Janet comes back and joins us again. Ed and Dana are members of the Monday Club, is that right? Yeah. Well done.
Good morning. I'm going to introduce my son, Darren Cook, who is presented with the Past Ethics Business Award. So he's here today for Infinite Energy, which he sold, and he's got 2 new businesses.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I was honored last year to receive the award. My 2 new businesses are PathPoint Energy, which is another natural gas trading company, and PathPoint Labs, which is an artificial intelligent logistics company for natural gas. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Rotarians. I'm Richard Allen, and my guests today, Celeste, stand up. Celeste Shitama and Hoch Shitama. You guys perhaps know, many of you will know Hoch and Celeste through Heartwood. Hoch, of course, is the founder and CEO of Akira Wood. But Heartwood Soundstage is just an amazing asset for our community and one of the beating hearts of the music space here. So thank you for that, and also a nominee for the Ethics Award today. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Brett Buell, Rotary Club of Downtown Gainesville, President-elect, and I'll be making another announcement in just a couple minutes.
Hello, I'm Brian Ray. I teach ethics and leadership at the University of Florida. I'm here once a year for this special day where you guys announce your ethics winners, and I'm here with 2 of my students, Aubrey and Drivy, who are part of our Business Ethics Ambassadors program. Thank you for having us.
Hello, Rotarians. I'm Jane Moraski, and I'm happy to introduce my guest today, Eric Anderson, and he's here as my guest as part of our nomination for Ethics and Business Award with Scorpio.
Hi, I'm Georgia Wooten, and I'm here on behalf of John Pastore with Crime Prevention Security Systems. We are a past recipient of the Ethics Award, and thank you for having me today.
Welcome, everyone. It's truly our pleasure to have you join our club today. And now, with our first announcement, I'd like to bring to the podium Patrick Dodds.
Right. Thank you, everybody. Patrick Dodds. I'm the executive director of Bread of the Mighty Food Bank. And I will be bothering you one last time to remind you that we are raising funds for the Bread of the Mighty Food Bank. So there are flyers on the table with a QR code and if you want to make one last donation. This year, to celebrate the 36th anniversary of the food bank, we wanted to raise enough money to provide 36,000 meals to the community. So at the food bank, we're able to leverage every dollar you donate to turn it into 6 meals. Which means our goal this year was to raise $6,000. I'm here to tell you that we did not raise $6,000. We didn't raise $7,000. We raised $8,576. So thank you, fellow Rotarians. We wanted to provide 36,000 meals to the community. We will provide over 50,000 meals to the community. So that is incredible. I know we just had the international auction for Sustainable Cambodia that raised over 30,000. We all raised over 8,000 for the food bank. This group does such incredible work to support nonprofits and to support our community. And I feel really fortunate to be a part of this group because you all show up for the community. So thank you again. Give yourselves all a round of applause one more time.
Thank you, Patrick. That is great news. And now with our next announcement, Deborah Newell.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to give you a 2024 early update for the RYE, the Rotary Youth Exchange. The district is supporting and has selected 4 students to go abroad for the 2024-25 school year. And what that means then is that there will be 4 coming into the district to spend the 24-25 school year here. And we are starting to recruit families to host those students. So as I look around the room, I know that there are several of you who have been host families in the past, and it may not be your season to do that this time, but maybe you have other family members or other neighbors or so forth who were curious about it at the time that you did it, and this would be their opportunity. So you can have them contact myself or give me their name and contact information, and I'll reach out to them. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Deborah. And now with the Gainesville Opportunity Center, Brett Buell.
As I believe most of you know, the Rotary Kitchen of the GOC is now complete. So thank you to so many people in this room that made this happen. Beyond the $60,000 gift from the from the Rotary Foundation, individual Rotarians contributed everything from architectural drawings to contractual services and plumbing that probably doubled the amount of our gift. As a Rotarian myself, I've been part of many wild game feast celebrations that have benefited our community. I've not always had the opportunity to see the results of the feast and the impact that we are having as Rotarians in our area. For those of you not familiar with the GOC, we help adults living with chronic mental illness lead more independent and fulfilling lives. At the GOC, our members, not our patients, not our clients, come to help us run our organization. Many of the people we're helping haven't worked in 5 years, 10 years, or even ever. At the GOC, there's more work to be done than we have staff to complete the work. Our members help each other as they help themselves move forward in their lives. Our members, like this club, help run our club, which allows many of them to feel needed for the first time in quite a while. In Rotary, we need our fellow Rotarians to pull off major events like the Wild Game Feast. We need everybody in this room to do their part for us to help others. And at the GOC, that's the same. Helping others gives the GOC members the satisfaction and empowers them with confidence to move forward. So our members are practicing service above self. We are therefore inviting the Rotary Club of Gainesville to hold a special meeting at the GOC on Saturday. Our members, adults living with mental illness, want to serve you breakfast to thank you for the efforts you made to help us. We'll be honored to have you. And together, we can create hope in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Brett. And at this time, please help me welcome our president, Linda Reinhardt.
Thank you, Colleen. Yes, just want to reiterate the Fun and Fellowship this Saturday morning at the GOC, 9 a.m. Please let us know if you're going to be able to come. We'd love to see as many of our Rotarians there to celebrate this great accomplishment. So looking forward to that event. Also want to remind everybody, Wild Game Feast tickets are on sale. Wes is going to be manning the table in the back, so please go ahead and grab them, get ready, and start recruiting your friends and family to come to this event to support our this year's project. The last announcement that I have is just to let everybody know this Saturday at 11 a.m. at the First Presbyterian Church downtown, there will be a memorial service for Kate Hubble. So Gordon has asked me to extend the invitation to everybody to that memorial again this Saturday, and you can go and support Gordon and his family through this tough time. With that, I'm going to go ahead and we'll turn it over to Bob Mounts to begin this year's Ethics in Business presentation.
As you know, most of my legal career was in public service. There are significant differences between ethical behavior in public service in government, such as speaking truth to power and moral courage it takes to do that. But in business, there's a premium on fair dealing regardless of economic risk, honest and fair dealing. To introduce the members of our committee this year, they include our chair, Scott Wensler, members Hawes Adams, Joseph Anderson, Susan Skipper Crowley, who is sick today, Don Davis, Godet, Helen Gilstrom, Frank Mason, Jay Norquist, David Nicholson, and me. This year, the committee received 6 outstanding nominations, including 1 prior nominee and 2 former winners of the separate and distinct Rotary Service Above Self Award. Any one of these nominees would be highly deserving of this prestigious award. Just to be nominated is an honor in itself. And let that sink that in. The committee would like to thank all those who submitted a nomination, as well as the business ethics ambassadors at the UF Warrenton School of Business, who carefully conducted the interviews of the nominees. Ambassadors, please stand to be recognized. With us is faculty advisor Dr. Brian Ray, who's been introduced, and student ambassadors Aubrey Harris, Palm Harbor, and Ruvi Patel, Lakeland. So I'm just going to go in alphabetical order and give you a brief summary of the nominees that we have. First, Ben Kappen, nominated by Dana Nimeny by name and reputation only, and previously recognized as a Service Above Self Award winner. Ben Kappen is loved and known by everyone. His long career as an auctioneer, not just for profit, but for charities sponsored by this club, is both colorful and legendary. His work through the Southeast in various venues, providing space for others to sell all kinds of unique items, has brought economic opportunity to many small entrepreneurs. Tempered by homespun Waldo wisdom, Ben's humility and courage in the face of life's challenges, it's an inspiration to everyone. If there should be such a thing as a Rotary Lifetime Achievement Award, the committee knows that Ben would be a sure winner. Next, Ed Newman. Yeah, recognize Ben. Next is Ed Newman, also nominated by Dana Nimini by name and reputation only. Ed Newman is the owner of Newman's Heating and Air, a well-known HVAC company serving North Central Florida's heating and air conditioning needs. During his Warrenton interview, Ed stressed treating others how you want to be treated and the importance of affirmatively choosing to have ethics within you and doing the right thing. His view of ethics is biblical. It is just who you are, quote and unquote. Ed? Dominic Scorpio and Scorpio Construction. Nominated by Jane Moraski, Dominic Scorpio's team at Scorpio Construction was considered by the committee as a company, not just as an individual. Well documented by letters of support, it was clear, as one letter writer said, that the Scorpio team takes pride in going above and beyond and giving back to the community. Jane writes that their entire team is highly involved in our community, as evidenced by participation in numerous nonprofit boards, sponsorships, and the level of support they give. Scorpio's reputation as fair-minded, ethical, and a giving company is evidenced by numerous accolades, including Florida Trend Magazine's 2022 Best Company to Work For Award and the GMV Chamber's 2021 Community Involvement Award and 2020 Large Business of the Year Award. Dominic Scorpio is about to end a successful year as president of the Greater Chamber of Commerce next week. If he's here, please give him a hand. Next, Hoch Shitama. Nominated by Greg Young and Richard Allen, Hoch Shitama is the owner of Akira Woodwork and is also known for the establishment of Heartwood Soundstage and South Main Station. This well-documented nomination by two of Rotary's leaders emphasizes an uncommon loyalty to Akira Wood, which is evidenced by the number of long-term employees and customers who trust and respect Hoch and the business he created. Hoch's impact on the community is demonstrated by the redevelopment of his historic South Main property, a true gift to the community, which now hosts the annual Tom Petty Weekend and the weekly G&V Market. Greg writes that Hoch lives by the governing principle of go toward the light, stay away from the darkness. Richard Allen's thoughtful and detailed letter notes that Hoch has quietly built Akira Wood into a nationwide business, not with shrewd deal making, but by being fair and principled in all his business endeavors. Give a hand to Hoch. Embarrassment of riches, don't we? Melanie Shore is next. Nominated by Community Foundation Director and fellow Rotarian Barzella Papa, with a letter of support from Dr. Caton, and previously recognized as a Service Above Self Award winner. Melanie is another one of our own, a proven leader who is loved and appreciated by all of us. Her commitment to her banking clients and the nonprofit communities she serves is well documented. In everything she does, she gives it all. I noticed when she selflessly came back to serve this club as Sergeant at Arms during David Gracie's term of office. Give Melanie a hand. And lastly, Jake Thompson, nominated once again by John Gregory, who has been Jake's client for over a decade. John notes that Jake has been interacting for years with people, clients, other trainers, and delivery people in a positive way. Jake has actively developed Access, a personal training studio. As a leader in the industry, Jake has several awards on display at the studio and developed high standards for dealing with clients, leading by example. John writes that Jake has consistently followed the Rotary Four Ways test, is always truthful, and has consistently followed through on his ethical principles. He has sponsored numerous sports teams. Jake Thompson. So if here, will all the nominees please stand and be recognized now? So now Committee Chairman Scott Wensler will announce the winner of the Ethics in Business Award.
We finally got my fancy PowerPoint up. You missed it. But Brandon is catching you up. Before I announce the award recipients, I'd like to talk a bit more about the committee's process. Unlike the Rotary Service Above Self Award, which has previously recognized two of our outstanding nominees, the Ethics in Business Award is more narrowly focused on business ethics. In business, ethics may be defined as the set of moral rules that govern how businesses operate, how business decisions are made, and how people are treated. In business, there are many people you must answer to: customers, shareholders, employees, sometimes employees' families, and clients. One enters business for many reasons: to promote an idea, to provide a service, to play a larger role within the community, to provide the financial resources to enable your family to live a better life. In order to be successful, one encounters the tensions inherent in business, market pressures of getting started and staying afloat, making payroll, taking care of employees, living wages, parental leave, healthcare, and so forth, and competition, especially in tough times. In order to grow, to make all this work, there is a constant need to earn money. One has to ask, how does a business owner or a company handle these pressures while at the same time embracing a high moral compass? How does one stay true to ethical standards without bowing to the temptation to do otherwise? One of the reasons our club established the Ethics in Business Award was to honor those businesses who honored an ethical business code, giving encouragement to others striving to conduct businesses to do the same. Ethics in business is directly correlated to the object of Rotary through the four-way test, which embodies our aspirational goals. Please stand, all of you, and repeat after me, the four-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? You passed the test. Thank you. This is now the 12th year that our club has issued the annual Ethics in Business Award. And I would like to honor the prior winners who may be present to stand and come forward. Please hold your applause until all the past recipients have been named. We started in 2011 with the cousins from Southeast Car Agency and the late Perry McGriff. 2012, we had two recipients, John Thomas and John Pastori and Randy Elrad from Crime Prevention and Security. In 2000, there's no award because we moved the award from December to January. So in January 2014, we had two recipients, Ivan Solak and Rory Casso. 2015, Doug Wilcox and Tony Barr. In 2016, Tom Rothrock. 2017, Hawes Adams. 2018, Brian Scarborough. 2019, Davis Rembert. 2020, Joel and Jim Islam and Ed Ellett. 2021, Darren Cook and Rich Blazer. 2022, Mike Warren. And 2023, Alan Hitchcock and Cos Ollinger. So let's all give a huge round of applause and of appreciation for our past recipients. Thank you so much. You may be seated. As you can tell by Robert's summary of the individual nominees' qualifications, each one was clearly outstanding. As a result, this year's selection process was indeed challenging. In fact, one of the most challenging since I've been a part of the committee. The committee hopes that those nominees that were not awarded this year will be renominated again next year. These awards, by the way, will again be presented at the annual meeting of the Chamber of Commerce at their 100th anniversary dinner on Thursday, January 20th. This award, in fact, is honored by a plaque naming all the recipients through all the years, which hangs in the conference room of the Chamber of Commerce, which is right now sitting in the back seat of my car. So to the business at hand. This year, the Ethics in Business Award has determined two recipients, one an individual and the other a company. Both nominations were extremely well documented and rated highly by the UF Warrington School of Business ambassadors, ethics ambassadors. It is my honor to announce that this year's Ethics in Business Award goes to Hoch Shitama as an individual and Scorpio Construction as a company. I invite them to come forward at this time. Hoch and Dominic, would you come forward at this time to receive your award?
Well, I have to say I'm quite floored right now after hearing all of the nominees. It's just an honor to even be mentioned with all these people. And all I would say to you is that you are a fantastic organization. I'm very, very honored. And one thing that I will mention is that as a businessman, I've always tried to kind of follow the beauty, because I think beauty has it's the inroad to goodness. And that served me well. And I've always mentioned that to my kids. You get confused because there's a lot of data out there. Follow the beauty.
Thank you so much. I echo those words. To be in such a group of esteemed people in the community, and then to now be coupled alongside Koss Olinger, which I know the great work that they do as an organization, but it doesn't get lost on me that this is about an entire organization for Scorpio. And when we talk about ethics, we're certainly guided by principles and values that matter to us. And for us, some of those values are commitment to community and elevating communities. It's having courage to always do what's right. It's having integrity and building trust with those that we deal with on a daily basis. But quite literally, we also created a code. Again, this is about a company. And so how do you take the ethics and values and everything that a founder of an organization stands for, and how do you instill that in an organization as it continues to grow? And sometimes that's not easy. The more removed that I get from the day-to-day functions of my business, the more difficult it is for people to embody the same code of ethics and values. And so we quite literally created a code, and we practice that code on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, to remind the next generation, the young generation, the generation that perhaps didn't have granddad or dad teaching them those values and those business ethics like I did between my mom and dad. Some old world values that really shouldn't get lost. So we quite literally developed a code, and we take it very, very seriously, and it permeates throughout the entire organization on a daily basis. I do want to share that I didn't know this application was submitted. I didn't know there was an interview involved because I didn't participate in that interview. And the fact that that this permeates into the company so much that others who did respond got us to today, and this podium really speaks a lot. And I'm honored, I'm humbled, and it makes me feel good to know that as an organization, we continue to do good work. So thank you very much.
I'll just echo real quick what Dominic said. His vision for this company to be about people, and without you guys and Jane, thank you, and Scott, the selection committee, the folks at the ethics. I just met Dr. Ray and Aubrey and Kirk that wasn't here. It's an honor to be part of a group with these type of people, and that's really what Scorpio and the vision that Dominic has laid out there for the company is building communities, but first building people. So thank you all, and it's an honor to be a part of this award. Thank you.
Well, once again, thank you to the award recipients, but mostly thank you to everyone who was nominated, and thank you to the nominators, people who took the time and consideration, who put that thought into who should be best recognized within this community. That strengthens this award. It makes it more solid, and it is it's quite appreciated at the committee level and at the club level. So thank you very much.
Great. I want to also reiterate the thanks to the committees and the nominators, and congratulations to everyone nominated. This is a wonderful program. It's something important that we do, and it's really great to recognize people that that have that strong ethical code that keep our society and our businesses something to be admired. I would like to ask if the winners and the committee, Scott and Bob, and if Dr. Ray and the ambassadors could come up after the meeting so that we can get a picture of the entire group, that would be fantastic as well. I did forget one announcement, and that is the reminder this Friday, At 8:30 p.m., WUFT is airing a Greater Good segment on Rotary in Gainesville, so please check that out. We'll have the clip hopefully next week so that we can show it, but tune in and check that out. They did a really great job, and I'm really excited for the public to see all the great work that Rotary does in Gainesville. With that being said, next week is our presentation on the Wild Game Feast. Rory Casso will be here to talk about the plans for the feast as well as this year's recipient. So hopefully you guys will be able to make that. I also want to again reiterate, tickets for sale. Let's sell those tickets. And the quote of the day: ethics is knowing the difference between what you have the right to do and what is right to do. And that's Potter Stewart. And final piece of business, our Rotary Reading Safari drawing today. The winning number is 452. 452 is the winning number for today. And with that, our meeting is adjourned.